My name is Timothy Crystal Roberts, my nickname Robbie. I'm the Ops Manager and General Manager for Amarula Hotel. On the 24th, I was managing it as a normal day, and at 2:10, 10, 14, 15, I got a call that there's a commotion happening at northwest of Palmer Town at the quarry, that they are shouting and people being abducted. And I was called to ask, do I know anything about it? I had no knowledge of it. And I said, give me time, I would call around and find out if WBHO or Total or any of the other hotels or camps have heard about it, so we can take appropriate action. At 2:30, they called me again and told me that the commotion is getting louder at 2:30, and that it's coming nearer towards where their locations. And I told them, well, pack up and come back to Amarula, because they were staying here. I said, get your guests back here, and from there we can plan alternatively to get them out of Amarula or Palmer if it's required. At about 25 to 3 to 20 to 3, when these people just started streaming in, that's when the attack became more intensified in town on the northwestern side, where they were then coming in towards town, and the people were just streaming in. At about 3:10, 3:15, I had to make a decision. This place was full of people. I did not have the resources, did not have the ability, and did not have the security to maintain such a large crowd of people, where I had to make the decision of stopping people from coming in, vehicles and the gates and everything, because there was people, children everywhere trying to look for safe haven at Amarula. After I closed everything, I made an assessment with the assistance of two gentlemen, that we found out how many people were here, who are women and children, and who are non-guests that was in here at the moment. So a lot of companies ran in here with their staff, where they felt that they could be saved by helicopters or any means like that. But we had limited resources. Yeah, we only had a normal security that could provide and give them assistance. And we were hoping for sure that we'd get a military to help us, or a force to help us, and also that the helicopters, because we have got an aviation section, that it could help us and fly the people out. So that's basically how the whole occurrence occurred, that so many people ended up in Amarula. Everybody ran here because it was like a marker point for everybody to come to, because firstly, we near the airstrip, second, we had aviation section, and we had a good boundary out the wall that gave protection to everybody. But we were totally surrounded. Where do we go to? So everybody knows what happened on the 24th, the 25th, and the 26th, until everybody departed here on the convoy, and I left on a helicopter from here. Everybody in this establishment had the ability to hire a helicopter from Pemba. It was there. They were there. All what they had to do was the companies had to pay the money to fly the helicopters to come pick the people up. I cannot make a decision because there was a lot of money to buy a helicopter to fly people. But I phoned embassies, we phoned the UN, we phoned everybody, we phoned the governor. He was working his hard to help the people. The military tried to help, but because of the amount of force and the way they surrounded, it was very difficult for everybody to come and give us assistance at that stage. And that's why the decision was made for us rather to leave, to try to go alternatively, safe means or getaway means, because of the situation was not in favor of the people staying here, because we would have been killed here. The best rather to get out of here, because this became a target point for them to be, because everybody knew everybody, and they knew the government people was here too, and that's what they were looking for. But that time the government people had already flown out. They had flown out to Afungi already. On the first flight, the administrator, his assistants and his daughter all flew out on the first flight. The government, Mozambican people flew out on the first flight. No white people flew out, as was stated. The second flight was a pregnant lady from Palma, a lady that just had a miscarriage. She was on the flight. The bank manager from Palma, and then I put in two CEO members from the company. And there was 4 flights, and at 4 flights I flew out 7 international people, and the rest were all Mozambican nationals of different capacities. Bank managers, WFP people that was here, because they did the account of the people here. So I know exactly the people in Palma. They took it, those computers from WFP members, they told them exactly who was here, if someone was lost or someone was killed. So that's all the information. Nobody physically died in Amarula. No one. No one got injured inside Amarula. Everybody left from this establishment. They got injured or got killed outside the boundary walls of Amarula, where they have tried to make an escape to the beach. Where they try to make the escape to the beach is that where people sadly got killed and injured. When people came in, there was one person here. One person that ran back from the attack and hid under our engineering section, under the container. And he saw the people come in. They left the next morning, and he came out, got dressed in Amarula clothes, and they rescued him in this compound. The helicopters, dark helicopters, saw him and picked him up and took him to Afrinji. But no one physically in this boundary walls got killed. And no one of our staff got killed inside this establishment. I was not here. I left on the 26th, like many other people left the establishment and outer areas. If people were killed or people were injured or bodies were left behind, it could have been from other agencies or from other, but no one has reported it. No one has shown that they've lost so many people. I don't know what has the government come up with stated related to the population here, because most of them ran in the bush. There was no one here. No one is in outer areas of this place.
Yes.
So I cannot tell you. But at this stage, it's unknown to us about shoes, about bodies, about it. We're not sure about it. We cannot tell you that. Because I took you around and you could not establish where this was. There were people saying that it occurred.
Yes.
When people are traumatized and people are exposed to what occurred, people would like to remember what they want to see and what they heard or what they was exposed or experienced. So it's very difficult for each person to have a straight version. I always say there's three versions in the story. It's my version, another person's version, and a true version. And a lot of time the truth will come out what actually occurred and how it occurred. And in due time, everybody will be able to put their mind together and say, no, this is what actually occurred.
Yeah.
Because everything should be on black and white. On my phone, I got everything, all my conversations. I didn't take a phone call. I said, send me a message. With the message, it's my security afterwards to say, this is what happened, how it happened. Read it here. Okay, that was one of our guests that stayed here, Mr. Phil Mauer, that when he left in a convoy, he got killed outside on the road on his escape route towards safety, and he got killed. Any first people that got killed or died was one of us was our staff, other people were associated to other companies or people of international people that died, but that occurred because of the ambushes they encountered while they escape route towards the beach to get the boat taken out to safety. I know of 5 people that got killed. There might be more, but there can be also from the local population that got killed. So I cannot give you a true version how many people were killed. But I can tell you of the people that left this establishment for safety were 5 people.
Okay, 5.
That's all I know about. When there's a conflict or anything, a lot of things do occur. Yes, I cannot speak for myself because there's many other companies established within Palma that also had big losses. Not only losses in their equipment or their assets, but also had staff loss due to the conflict. So there's a lot of losses. So we also carried a lot of loss. Therefore, we came here at late November, did assessment of the establishment to see what's the feasibility to come back and re-establish this place in the support, firstly, of the projects. Number 2, for the people of Palma. Number 3, to give the people assurance that the government and the forces here are giving them, the people, the protection and the safety assurance that they can come back and re-establish themselves and start this project up and going to the benefit of everyone. I cannot tell you how much money, but I can tell you lots of money. Just remember, this establishment had everything that you require within the hotel establishment like in Maputo. We lost everything. Can you relate it to money? Maybe you can. You can relate it to sorrow. You can relate it to everything. But money cannot bring another person back. But we can put that money, we can bring something again to establish. It might not be the same again. It'll take time. But we've got the basics to get it going, take ourselves forward and say, we are here. Come and enjoy our hospitality.
Yes.
Take me Akon again is difficult because we're not tourism. We work for the tourism, with the Minister of Tourism and that, but we cater for contractors, people that come in. So today I might have 2 people, next month I might have 10 people. But I've got nearly 100 staff here that I supported, that I paid. So sometimes my staff overrides my cost of my clients.
Yes.
But that's not the end of the day. What I think is, it wasn't about making a profit. It's providing a service.
Yes.
And also giving support to the community. And that's why we try and employ people from here to support the community and to make the community growth. That's what I think. With the SADC forces or SAMIC forces, not here, but with the Rwandan forces here, you can see that people have more confidence and assurance. But just don't forget about the Mozambican police, forget the Mozambican military. They're also here. They work in conjunction with the Rwandan forces. So yes, there's a change because 3 forces are better than 1. So I would say everybody's working together to give that peace, tranquility to people, to give them assurance. Please come back. We are safe, secure in your area. There are Rwandan forces here, but we also here. So everybody's working together for the safety and safe haven environment for everybody here. So it's not only one force, it's many other forces included into that.